Hey everyone, Val here, and it is time for my weekly weigh-in. So how did I do this week? Well, I'm going to tell you in just a minute. So first I am going to read from the book Life is Long. So this week's chapter is chapter number 37, and it's called Bless Your Stress. Alright, it says a small shift in your view of stress could make a huge difference in your lifetime. In 2012, researchers from the University of Wisconsin-Madison performed a fascinating study on stress with about 28,000 people. The study found that having a combo of a lot of stress and also having a belief system that stress was hurting your health increased the risk of premature death by 43%. Harvard researchers did a similar study on 3 different groups of people. Each group was asked to talk in front of a bunch of grumpy evaluators. Afterward, they were given a complicated word test. Before this secret stress test, the first group was told to play fun video games. The second group was told to pay no attention to their anxiety. And the third group was given some unusual info about the benefits of stress, that stress symptoms, higher heart rates, faster breathing, and internal jitters are also biological benefits for making you younger, faster, stronger, better. In essence, stress evolved to help us get through such events and come out on the top. Alright, so the third group, having learned to bless their stress, were more successful at their speeches and were rated as more confident. Plus, psychologically, they wound up managing their stress response far better than the other 2 groups. So, I guess stress is not so bad after all? I don't know about all that. I don't know that being stressed is really good for you. But, researchers could be wrong, Alright, so it says your assignment for this week. Stop thinking. Stress is increasing my risk of cardiovascular disease and heart attack. So it says to stop thinking that every time you get stressed, you're going to have a heart attack. Or I guess it depends on the levels of stress. If it's just like anxiety because you have to do something outside your comfort zone, then maybe that's good. But stress, the life is full of different stressors. So there could be things that are just, you feel like it's more than you can handle. Making a public speech, I don't think is more than anybody can handle. It's just you get a little anxiety or whatever. And it says to start thinking stress is helpful with my heart work. Stress is helping my heart to work harder, and it's speeding up my breathing so more oxygen can get to my brain so I can think more clearly. So it's actually saying stress is good for you. Let me know what you think about that. Leave me a comment in the description box below. Do you think a little bit of stress is good? Do you think a lot of stress is good or bad? How do you feel about that? My personal opinion, and I'm no kind of scientist or anything, but my personal opinion is probably a little bit of stress or anxiety is probably good for you. Usually when I try to start feeling a little anxiety, if I'm driving or something and the traffic is getting a little crazy or whatever, I take a deep breath. And it usually reminds me that I'm alive and I'm breathing and things are good, and it helps to alleviate the anxiety of being in a stressful situation in the day. So let me know your feelings on the whole thing, and let me get my weekly weigh-in paper here for you. Alright, so we know that I've been using my Fitness Pal on my phone. My Fitness Pal helps me to track calories throughout my day. Now the simple app of tracking calories and water intake and stuff like that, it's a free app, okay? You can get a premium app on here that will cost you money. I don't know what's involved in it. I don't have the time to do all of that. I'm very busy, so I'm lucky that I can even have the time to track my calories. But I am doing that, and it seems to be helping. It's making me more conscious of choosing what goes in my mouth. So, with that being said, if I want to have some Mentos, and I know Mentos, for every little piece of Mentos is 10 calories. Do I want to eat the whole pack, or do I want just to eat a couple of them? Or, you know, if you want a candy bar, you know, I did buy some of those small chocolate bars for making s'mores with. You know, one is, what, 25 calories for one? You know, how many of those do you want to eat? Things like that. It makes you really think. Potato chips, if you want a potato chip, you know, there's so many calories per chip. You can have 14 chips for 120 calories or something to that fact. So, it doesn't take into the fact of, well, it does kind of take into the fact of the grams of fat and everything else in it, because it will calculate that for you, and it'll give you a little warning saying you've exceeded your fat intake for the day or whatever. All right, so that being said, Easter was on Sunday last week. We celebrated my grandson's 14th birthday. That was what we did for the day. We had a cookout. I made I made pasta salad. I made deviled eggs. I made macaroni and cheese, hamburgers, hot dogs. Now, I don't eat bread, so the buns weren't a problem. I did have cake and ice cream. All right, I probably ate too much pasta. I could have just stuck with the tortellini salad and not had the mac and cheese, but I chose to have both. That's what I wanted to do. I did have a little piece of cake because I'm not a big cake person, but I did try the cake, and I did have ice cream. So, could I have skipped those and maybe had a Yasso bar instead? Yes, I could have, but I chose not to. And that's my choices to make. And I figured it's Sunday, you know, I'm going to make my choices. It's my grandson's birthday. And I have the week to try to fix it because I knew that I was going to go over. That was fine with me. So I did indulge, and I did put on a little bit of weight. A little over a pound, I think, that for that day was what was registering. And I knew it wasn't a true gain, that it was going to come back off. So I tried to be as good as possible during the week. I did have a lot of leftover pasta salad. I wasn't tempted by the macaroni and cheese. Steve ate that. I did have a little pasta salad each night. So I probably could have done better in the weight loss had I stayed away from all the pasta salad, but I don't like wasting food, and it was in the house. I sent the cake home with my grandson, so I wasn't even thinking about the sweets in the house. I have my Yasso bars now, so I'm not going to dip into the ice cream. Steve can finish the ice cream out. So last week's weigh-in was 200.2. I needed to get rid of 0.3 to go under the 200 mark. I did not make it. Okay, I did bring the weight back down, and I registered in at 200.4 this morning. So I am actually 0.2 pounds higher, which is, you know, it's ounces. You know, it's nothing. So I need 0.5. I need half a pound to get under 200. My fat content, my scale is weighing that now. I'm still at 31.7%. That did not change. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because it was a special occasion. We're on to another week. I'm going to do the best I possibly can this week. And hopefully I can get under the 200. That's my goal for the week. Stress. I don't have, you know, I don't really sweat stress. So I don't know that I have anything on the stress front, I guess to say, to worry about. So I'm not going to even think about stress this week. But let me know what your thoughts are on it. that's all I have for the week. So thank y'all for watching. Give us a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed and you want to, please hit the subscribe button below and ring the bell so you know when I upload my next video. And usually I'm uploading pretty much every day. I miss some days, but you know, life is busy. So thank y'all. Bye. Have an awesome week, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye now.